pause for you. Oh, I missed it. There's an influencer in the wild.
Look at my app.
Hello guys, and welcome to today's vlog. We have a lot of exciting updates. We have a few, starting with I got the composite bonding off my teeth. Did it last week. I actually just got back from the dentist. I feel like I've talked about my composite bonding on my teeth like 1,000 times at this point, because ever since I got it done, I've been like, I do not feel like myself with these teeth. But composite bonding, if you have not heard me talk about it and any of the other 100 times that I've talked about it, it's not veneers because they don't shave down your teeth. They just add on top of it to make your teeth look more perfect, basically. I don't know, they were just too perfect for me. So I had them adjusted multiple times, as we all know, the whole teeth saga. Literally, it's been a year now. But last week I went to a dentist here and I had her take all of the bonding off. So it's just kind of subtle, but I'm sure you guys can tell a difference. I look like my old self again, which is so nice. I feel like I look younger. I can talk more normally. There's so many reasons the composite was just not working for me, but I went last week and got it all taken off. There's still a little bit left on the surface, but there's kind of just nothing I can do about that for now. And it looks fine. The overall shape of my teeth, everything about them, the size is back to what it was before. So then today I had a follow up. We just saw if anything chipped and then whiten them. Very exciting. I feel so much better. I feel like myself again. That was such a long time of literally just not feeling like myself, and I'm so obsessive. I can't get over things. So I was like, no, I'm never gonna be able to let this go. I think I have to just get it taken off. That's our first life update. What else? Our second life update is that I went to Utah a week or two ago and I hung out with Josie. Where is the
Volume?
car is so fancy. You guys, I'm back with
Hi! Do you need this now or no?
Ever.
Or does that look bad? Does it look worse or does it look better?
I think it's fine. We're opening
I
up
think
the
it adds
sunroof.
more light.
Back in Utah. What month did I come
For
here?
48
last?
hours. When was that? It was when Macy was here, so it would have been, it's last time I got high. So it would have been May.
I guess that's not that long ago.
It would have been May, because she came on the podcast, so it was before my break. Oh no, it's so hot.
It's tummy tuck summer for Josie.
Tummy tuck summer, I'm in my compressions. Follow me on
Great.
Instagram if you want to see
Follow
the journey.
Josie.
It's
Yep.
my plug.
On her podcast, season 4. And when does it come back?
September 4.
Guys.
Should I have Aspyn back on?
I was going to say, should I go on again?
For the third
Two
time?
best friends talking?
For the third time? We would just yap, because I
We
can't
would.
I can't deep dive you anymore.
I know, you already know everything.
And,
you know a little too much.
How much
I
of
do
your
say
love
so.
life are we sharing on the internet nowadays?
None. Anyways.
It's not a secret, it's sacred. That's what
You're
the church
right.
taught me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, about the temple.
Oh.
They'd be like, it's not a secret, it's just sacred. I'm filming a TikTok
yeah, I was
transition.
going to say, this is behind the scenes of
Behind the
Josie's
scenes of me trying to be an influencer.
TikTok. And then
I just
we
want to
should
be
tell them to go
Aspyn
comment.
Ovard.
They have to go find this TikTok.
Go find this TikTok and go
Is
comment.
your at just weekly trash or is it
Yeah,
just
the weekly trash, 2 E's.
Comment the matcha emoji.
You got matcha,
or
I
the
got
coffee
coffee.
one. We just went to JJ's Coffee.
JJ Coffee in
JJ
Orem.
Coffee
If you're in
Orem.
Utah,
It
it's
was
so good.
I got matcha with banana bread syrup, and it's really yummy. And we both got avocado toast.
Yeah, I got the latte with almond milk.
Let me taste. Do you guys know I don't like
Yeah.
coffee? Do you want to taste mine?
I don't like matcha.
How?
Okay, let's try.
That is so bad.
That tastes like dirt.
That tastes.
That tastes like grass.
I'm not saying it doesn't. I don't know the word for that, but it's not
This
good.
tastes like coffee.
I don't
No,
want
I
it.
like could no.
No, and there's such an aftertaste. Go in the comments. Do you like coffee or matcha better?
Yeah, you should comment a coffee or a matcha. That's
On
what
this
you should
video
do.
too.
Okay.
All right, she's doing a
What?
transition.
I
She's
saved
getting her
it.
nails done, and I'm coming with her.
Yeah, we're doing a nail
So.
transition, and I already practiced it, so I know what I'm doing.
Oh, look for the itinerary that you made.
Made an
Me and Josie
itinerary.
get along because we're really type A. Here we go. Was that one take?
Let's see if I got it. Oh no, it wasn't good enough.
You need,
I need to start over. So I need to be more like
yeah.
this. Okay. I get nervous.
That was really
I get
good.
nervous
I
having
just
an
need to see a
audience.
swipe sooner. I have to watch. That was good though.
That was better.
Yeah, itinerary today is do this. I think we're gonna get ramen for dinner.
I need to drop that, and I'm gonna try one more
Cute.
time.
Wait, I need to update my app. Yours looks different than mine.
Does it?
Oh, is this Instagram?
No, this is TikTok.
Oh, I don't know. Tomorrow we're going to the gym. We're gonna get breakfast. We're running errands. We're getting pedicures. I'm excited to hang out with your kids.
Are you? They're
I
so
love your kids.
crazy.
They're so fun.
Are you gonna bring like anything?
I was gonna say maybe I'll bring these keys in case
You're just like, nobody freaking talk to me.
I have some work or something. I don't know.
Well, and if you want to come back in the car, you can. It's like a little tight in there.
Is there a chair?
Yeah, there's a chair. I bought her a mirror because she didn't have a mirror and I needed to take selfies of my nails, so I literally bought her a mirror.
That is something I would do. I'm like, this makes my life better. Here you go.
Just let me do this for you.
All right, let's go. Josie's the best. We had so much fun. I was not in Utah for very long, but I went and did that. What else? I'm like looking at my calendar to see like what I have been doing because the weeks just keep going by so quickly. I feel like we are wrapping up the end of summer. It went by so quick, but I do want to say thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. I've done therapy on and off for the last few years. I feel like therapy is so helpful to literally so many people for so many different reasons. I've been traveling a ton this summer. I've been out doing like a million fun things. I've been spending time with friends. I've been on so many fun trips. I've had like a really fun summer, but there's still so much that goes on in my life that is hard. Like so many hard things that I deal with. I've had so much anxiety this summer. I feel like for like a long time. I would definitely say I've had some summer blues. That is why I love therapy, specifically online therapy. That's like the only kind that I really have ever done, and it's my favorite because it's so easy to keep up with. BetterHelp is a great option if you were looking for somewhere to start. Therapy can be helpful for everybody too. You don't need to like be at rock bottom to be starting therapy. It can be so nice to be able to have an unbiased space to be able to talk things through and just navigate through and like sort through all of your feelings and have a therapist help you be able to understand your feelings. I feel like one of the biggest things that always like comes up when I'm in therapy or just like in my life is processing that two things can be true at the same time, especially just with like getting divorced. It's like you feel so good and happy to be divorced, but at the same time you're grieving so much of like what you lost. Like, I don't know, it's just so much. So it's really helpful to have someone process through those feelings and like help make sense of those feelings. And when I do therapy, I like to have a weekly session just because I love structure. Kind of just helps you keep on track no matter what this season is looking like for you. Therapy fits into whatever kind of summer that you're having. Getting started through BetterHelp is also super easy. You just go on their website, do a little questionnaire, then you get matched with a licensed therapist in as little as a few days. And if that therapist is not a good fit, you can switch to a different one at no extra cost. So it's flexible. It's easy to make the time when you can do it online, do it from anywhere. We have over 7,000 reviews. I've worked with BetterHelp many times and they always give me a code for you guys. So you can use code Aspyn and that will give you guys 10% off of your first month. Or you can go to BetterHelp.com/Aspyn. I'm also going to have that linked down below. For today, I wanted to do questions that I usually avoid. I love like a Q&A yap sesh, as you guys know. So I filmed part of this and then I realized I didn't even answer all of the questions that I had screenshotted. So we'll do the first questions right here. Okay, guys. Now we're going to do one of my favorite videos that I realized I haven't done in quite a while. I think I did it. It's been like almost a year. Answering questions that I typically avoid because they're always just so fun. First question, how do you avoid still hooking up with your ex? I think in general, the answer to this is to find someone else. I don't want to encourage like useless, meaningless hookups or anything. I feel like that's just one of the best ways, like if we're being honest. To get over one, you must get under another. I don't know what else. I don't know how else to like expand on that. I feel like that's just my answer. Like you never want to rush. You always want to take your time to be healing and doing whatever you need to do, but that just helps. Like we can't deny that it helps. This one, I don't know about this one. I know you're into girls now, but describe your dream man and qualities that you wished for. Oh my gosh, dream man. I don't know if I like have one of those. I don't know what to even really picture. Obviously men and women can have like the same qualities, so it's like dream person, but I'm trying to think of what would like differentiate someone from being like a dream man versus a dream woman. But like being dependable is very important to me, and not just dependable, but you have to like be proactive and productive as like a human. I don't want to have to be in charge of everything that's going on or assigning things to someone or saying like, have you seen how this thing is like broken and needs to be fixed? Like did you not see it? Do I need to tell you to fix it? Having like goals in life. Somebody commented something the other day. I'm trying to think of what they said. It was like a very helpful way to phrase something that I'm trying to say. It was like, it's not just about having a shared vision like for your life. It's easy to have the same idea for like what your dream life would look like with someone, but having also a shared vision and the drive for like how to get there. Does that make sense? My bar is literally so low. I'm like, just someone who's like an equal partner to me in some way. Like it can be anybody. I can't think of a dream man. I don't know. I never want it to come off like my sexuality had anything to do with the reason why I got divorced, because truly it did not. But now just having the freedom to explore that and discovering that in general, like about myself, makes it hard for me to think about going back to like just being with a man, because it's just something that I can't picture for myself. Like, I genuinely just can't, like, I don't see that for myself. I don't know how else to answer this. Like, I don't know. It would take so much for me to exclusively date only a man. Like, I don't see that for myself in my life. Someone said, why weren't you in the video Avery made of people reacting to her moving to New York? I was supposed to be. I was supposed to be in the video. I think, I'm trying to remember. We like had plans to hang out. I think last minute I ended up having to like change the plan and cancel. And so then she just told me over text and then I like called her immediately after. So there wasn't a video of it, but if you haven't seen that, my sister did move to New York, which is so fun. If I could go back in time and still have my same kids, but like live my life over, I would definitely do period in New York. Like that sounds like the coolest thing ever. Can you elaborate on being sad about the divorce? Is it that you miss him or miss the idea, etc.? This is something I feel like sometimes I'll talk about a little bit. Like maybe I'll post like a sad TikTok or something, like do a trend that's like a sad trend, but I don't talk in depth about being sad about it. I feel like for a while I kind of thought that I wasn't grieving my actual divorce. There is like so much. This is where it like feels so lonely, and I'm like, I know other people, if I like talked about all of my feelings, there are people out there who relate and find it helpful, but it's also just so difficult when I did share my relationship online because it just painted a picture that looking back now doesn't feel like it was accurate. At the time I didn't feel like I wasn't being genuine. Obviously I shared the highlights of my life. Like I'm not gonna get on here and be like, oh yeah, we were like fighting today. Like I'm never gonna, no matter what type of relationship ever that I have, I would never do that. It's so hard. It's like harder to talk about because my relationship was public, and so then it's like I talk about it and people are like, well I thought this and this, instead of just like listening to what I'm saying. I think just grieving a relationship that I was in for my late teenage years and almost all of my 20s, like to feel, you almost don't realize how heartbroken you feel and what you went through until you experience a new relationship that is better suited for you, I think is a good way to explain it. And I think it's something that for a while I feel like I was just kind of numb to everything, and it was definitely like a slow burn for my divorce. As I've said, it wasn't like, oh there's one moment where I'm like, oh my gosh I'm done. It's years of like your heart breaking slowly over time from like a lot of different little moments and little things. And for a while I kind of just feel like I didn't really process that fully, and then I think it's once you move on to a new relationship that it becomes more clear what you missed out on essentially, or like how things should have been. When you find someone that's better suited for you, it makes reflecting on those years before so much more painful, because you're like, oh my god, I could have had this that whole time and I didn't. Like it makes it hurt so much worse, even though you're in like a better place with a new person. It just doesn't take away that pain of realizing what you should have had, I guess. So it's not like missing the person, it's just being so devastated for my younger self that she just like had no idea what her life like should have been like, or what a relationship should have been like. As we know, I married the first person that I ever dated, so it's like you just don't have anything really to like compare anything to, and you just don't quite know when there's a disconnect like there is in my experience. But like I just said, it's just hard to talk about because it didn't come off that way, and I didn't quite realize it was that way until I'm out and can like look back. And so then you talk about it and people don't understand you, and so then it's like, well, I'm just not gonna talk about it because you don't even get what I'm saying. Actually that kind of ties into this next one, which says, what was so traumatic about your divorce? It's kind of like the same answer, that it's like getting older and realizing like what the relationship was like and what I could have had if things had been different, or if maybe I had been with like a different person. You just like cry for your younger self because it hurts so bad to think of everything that you have been through. And I really feel like I had kind of exhausted all of the resources that I had with trying to like stay in the marriage. People ask like, oh, did you talk about things, or did you like try therapy, or all these things? And genuinely I look back and I'm like, I did everything that I could. Like really don't look back with any regret in terms of like how I handled trying to make it better. Yeah, I think that, I don't know, I'm curious to like hear other people talk about this too, maybe like if anybody in the comments has been divorced and then like is different relationship, like, does that heal you at the same time as hurt you, in the sense of like making you reflect back more on your previous relationship and just like realize how not good it was for you? But then at the same time, the new one is like so good that you're just like healing so much. It's like so many different emotions. Like, it's just the craziest like experience, I think. I don't know, but I feel like no one like talks. I don't hear people say that. So I'm like, am I alone in this? Like, I don't know. How do you manage jealousy towards your friends in healthy and happy marriages? I feel like this definitely is like a hard thing, especially because it's just like so interesting. I really feel like I've had so much personal growth and learned so much in the last year, like so much that I just wouldn't have like thought. I don't know. After the relationship experience that I had, I couldn't understand why anyone ever would be married, or why anybody, I knew not every relationship was like mine, but I feel like until you have a new experience that's like a good experience, you kind of just assume every other relationship is like not as bad as yours, but like that they just can't be that good, especially with a man. Like, this is so dramatic and it's not a mature way to think, but I mean, a year ago I genuinely like couldn't understand like being happy for any of my friends who were married or in relationships, because I was like, there's no way that like you are actually fulfilled by that, because I hadn't experienced that. Like, I didn't know what that was like, so I just couldn't perceive it as like being a real thing. These are like my deep thoughts. Ugh, I don't know. I need the divorce girlies to like rise up in the comments, because this is just like such a lonely feeling. But now I feel like I can understand that relationships can be fulfilling, and you can feel taken care of, and you can feel like you can depend on someone, or just feel like seen by someone or heard by your partner, feel like a connection to your partner. Like, I just couldn't perceive it before because I hadn't experienced those things. Anyways, managing jealousy towards them, I feel like that's gotten easier. I wasn't really like jealous before, because I was like, why are you doing that to yourself? Like, why are you married to this man? Even if I thought their husbands were great. I don't know. But now it's like almost gotten easier in a way, because I'm like, oh, I get it. Like, I get why you're in this relationship, because it is fulfilling to you. That was the last one I screenshotted, so let me see if there are any more. I'm trying to find like juicy ones. Obviously there are a ton about like I'm not answering every question I avoid, but I'm answering some that I typically would like not pick, or answering with thoughts that I feel like I don't always want to share, like I said, because it just feels like no one relates. Do you think it's possible you're a late in life lesbian and not actually bisexual? One, as I've said, I don't label my sexuality. Two, I don't really consider myself to be like late in life. I had only ever been in one relationship, and I feel old all the time, but I also feel young. Like, I'm very young. Could be younger, used to be younger. You guys have been here since I was younger. It's actually my 15-year YouTube anniversary this month, which is really crazy. Thanks guys for being here for 15 years. I feel like so many of you who watch and comment have been watching for literally forever. So comment down below and tell me how long you've been watching, if you remember. I feel like sometimes people have like a specific memory where they're like, I started watching you from like this video, and I'm always like, oh my gosh, I remember that. Like, I love that you guys remember when you started watching, because it feels like an honor or something for someone to like remember that. But I just feel like so many of you have been here for a really long time, so love you all. I couldn't be doing this without you.
What's these?
It's my makeup.
Can I do it?
Sure. Just a little. Put it on your cheeks. Tarte palette, link down below.
One more.
One more. Okay. So beautiful. Beautiful all the time.
I want to see how you're pretty. I just want some of this. I'll do it.
Okay, you can do it right here. Okay. I think the answer to that is no. I definitely lean that way now that I have had like experiences with that. Like, I like that more. 90%. 90, 95%. People ask about my Southern Utah house. I feel like I avoid that sometimes, but I don't know why. I still have it. I haven't been down there in a while, but I do still have that, and it still gets used.
Bit more of your makeup.
You put on a bit more? Oh, I love it. And now we're back in the car for part 2, a couple days later, because I was like, I swear I screenshotted some other juicy ones and then I couldn't find them, and I don't know how I missed them. First one, I feel like I get asked this a lot. Do you still let your ex-husband sleep over? Typically, he will sleep over if it's like a holiday or something. We usually do like holidays together. Maybe on a random day if there's like a reason, so it's not just for fun. Okay, next one is not one that I avoid because I haven't been asked this, I don't think, but I just wanted to answer it. Oh my gosh, guys, my teeth. Ow! My teeth hurt so bad from getting them whitened. I was supposed to do like 4 trays of the whitening stuff, and after 3, I was like, I think I need to be done, and now I'm getting random pangs of like pain. Anyways, it says, my ex is reaching out for closure. Should I give this or keep silent / protect my peace? I don't know if I've actually thought about what my answer would be for this, because I feel like when someone needs closure, it is helpful to give it to them, because if you think about if you needed it and somebody was just like refusing, it's like, no, but that could help me so much. I feel like it gets hard when if you were trying to like reason with someone or really like explain yourself to someone and they just weren't getting you and you weren't going to see eye to eye, I feel like it kind of depends on how you go about giving the closure. If they're really wanting you to like basically be on their side with like what happened, I feel like obviously that probably doesn't make sense, but I do feel like there are ways where you can do both, where you make them feel heard while still keeping your boundaries, like keeping your peace at the same time. I feel like you can do both. Probably depends on the situation, the person, if they're like actually being crazy. I don't know. I feel like it's worth it to at least try, just so you don't have like a conscience of feeling bad maybe that you could have like helped someone be able to move on. But I really feel like it depends on the severity of like what they're reaching out for. If they send you like a novel of a text and then you respond and you're like, I hear you, I understand, I'm sorry you felt this way, wish you the best, blah blah blah, like that itself is like closure, you know? It doesn't have to be like meeting every point that they have pointed out. Okay, next one. Do you feel like there was a learning curve to being with a woman romantically? I mean, slightly maybe, because you're like kind of doing different things, but nothing about it ever felt weird or uncomfortable or awkward or hard in any way. It was just like so natural to me, even though it was something a little bit different. So I feel like the answer is kind of yes, but like not in any type of negative way. And I do feel like I've been lucky with my experiences. I haven't had like any bad experiences. That definitely helps. I don't know. I mean, I guess, because I think about like where I started versus like where I am now, and I'm like, oh, I've definitely like learned so much. But I think when you have a partner that is like a good partner for you, it makes you feel like so comfortable when you are experiencing that learning curve. It doesn't feel like you're experiencing a learning curve. It just feels like good and natural, and it would be like anybody. It'd be like having any new partner, I guess. It's not something that I look back on and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I had so much to learn. I don't know though. Is it? Because I look back and I'm like, let me think about like the beginning. I don't know. I've just been lucky to have like such a good experience. It doesn't feel like a learning curve. It just feels good. What has been the hardest part of being a single mom? The hardest part, I feel like one of the hardest parts for me is like the logistical things. The other day I took the girls out on a walk, and then on the way back they were like, oh, we want to stop at the park. And so we stopped at the park, and because I was only intending to go on a walk, I didn't bring shoes because we were just in the stroller. And then they wanted to play at the park, and it's like on the beach, and so a lot of kids, like California kids, just don't wear shoes a lot of the time when they like go to the park. So whatever, that was fine. And then one of the girls was like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, you don't have shoes. I can't fit the triple stroller into the bathroom, and I'm not gonna leave the other ones. It would have been so nice if there was another parent there to like carry the one kid to the bathroom, help them go to the bathroom because they have no shoes on. The other ones can stay. But we were at the park for like 2 minutes, and then I was like, we have to go. Like there's no choice but to leave because we have to go to the bathroom, and I don't know what to do. Like there's nobody else here to help with that. So I feel like it's little moments like that where things feel difficult, or at the end of the day after I've gotten everyone in bed and I'm like so exhausted laying down in my own bed, and I'm like, oh, I have to go clean up downstairs. Like there's just it's like logistical things like that. I think obviously there's like so much of like the emotional side of it, but my mental load is still very similar. We still do things like holidays together. If I'm ever not with my girls, I typically am like traveling somewhere. I'm very lucky to have like a flexible schedule. A lot of people obviously would say that like the hardest part about being a single parent would be like the time that you're not with your kids, and of course that time is hard, but I always really try to fill that time with like other things. Like if I'm ever traveling or if I'm out with friends, like just doing anything, it's on my time that like I don't have my kids. So I'm very lucky that I'm able to like move things around a lot, because obviously things with like the job that I do, like things kind of pop up randomly and it's not always on a set schedule. It's kind of rare for me to be at my house alone and I like don't have my kids. That was actually why I ended up going to Utah to see Josie, because it was the first time in a really long time that I was home when I like didn't have my girls, and I literally was just like, I don't even know what to do with myself. Like if I don't have them, I have to be doing something or it's too sad. So that part for sure is hard, but I'm very lucky to have like the opportunity and the resources to be able to be like, okay, I'm gonna just go to Utah for like 2 days. So of course that part is really hard, but I feel like because I have the privilege of being able to do that, it like makes that part a little bit easier. And the other stuff of just like parenting on your own, it just kind of felt like it just doesn't feel that different to me. It's not like you have like a great connection with someone and then you randomly like lose it. It's like that wasn't there, and so then your life looks different, but you didn't have that anyways. Next, best and worst part of living alone. Best part is nobody else's stuff is in my house making a mess. I get my closet all to myself. I'm trying to think of a worst part. I really enjoy like not having a partner in my home. Who knows if I would be like that forever, but the thought of like someone else moving moving stuff, like someone moving in and moving stuff into my house. I'm like, there is literally no room. I have everything you need. I don't know, I think I've just really enjoyed having my own space, and at the time, right now, currently, I don't have any complaints about living alone. The worst part would maybe be like the random little tasks that I didn't take care of before, like if like a smoke, like this morning my smoke detector battery was beeping, so I just like swapped it out. I wasn't in charge of stuff like that before, but that stuff is like so rare that it's like not that big of a deal. So I don't have any complaints about living alone. Last one. Have you hooked up with a man since your divorce? 1. I'll just leave it at that. I'll just leave it right there. I think that's gonna be it, because I feel like this video is full of me yapping and answering questions. I love you guys. Hope you guys are having the best day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.